Welcome back to another podcast. Today is the 30th of December, and we just had a huge day last night. I got out of here, I think I worked 14 hours, and we're back for one more today. Today is 31st, so it's going to be a very busy day. Came in a little bit earlier to make some bread because we're going to need more today. I'm going to do bread twice today, so here you go. Wanted to talk today about are you tired or do you feel tired, right? It's two different concepts. When you work for a company and you had your 8 hours and you have your 40 hours in a week done, right? You feel tired, you feel like, well, it's time for a break. I did my thing, right? I did my job. I can go home and chill, drink some wine or whatever you do when you relax. When you own a restaurant, it's a little bit different because you don't count your hours anymore. You work until the work is done. And for example, in the past 6 months, I've expanded my opening hours. So I had to find new staff, and finding new staff is hard. So I pretty much started to do 12 to 14 hours every day. We pretty much work 7 days a week. And the concept of being tired, people ask me, hey man, you're not tired doing all this? Well, yes and no, right? Because it's a mindset. It's really a mindset, basically. You can't do, the expression, I don't have time to be tired. It sounds like a cliche, but actually it's not really a cliche, right? If your frame of mind is like, well, there are things to be done and I've got to do it, then you don't really think about being tired. Being tired is an abstract concept, I think. For example, every day I do my 12 to 14 hours every day. And then, I'm pretty tired from work, but after that, I'm still going to go hit the gym for an hour. And I'll go home, I'll sleep about 7 hours, and then start over again. So, I think it's more like a state of mind. I follow guys like Jocko Williams or Goggins, David Goggins, and you learn a lot from these people because you learn how to push yourself. The thing is that because it's very difficult to find good workers, right? We try people, but it's not very easy to find somebody that is a good fit. When you get a new guy in your company, right? It takes a few. On the first day, it's all good and nice, but after a week or 2 weeks, right, you start to see what's really happening with the new people. And right now, it's just not working for here. In my other restaurant, it's working okay, but for here, it's just not working very nice. So basically, as the owner of the restaurant, you have to pick up the slack because you can't ask your workers to work the same way you do because it's not their business, right? So, anyway, I'm just going to reset the cameras and we'll continue this conversation. All right, like I was saying, you can't ask your employees to work the hours you work because it's not their business and you don't want to burn them out. So you pretty much have to pick up the slack, and it's fine like that, right? Because at the end of the day, you see the result of what you're doing. And if you're going to open a restaurant, right, maybe you don't have chef skills like I do, or maybe you don't have like all the know-how, but I think it's your job to learn how to do as much as you can. So therefore, if somebody's missing, or you've got to fire someone, or if somebody's sick or whatever, then you are able to jump in and do everything that others can't do. I think it's a very important thing. You should keep that in mind if you get a good chef in your restaurant. Jump in the kitchen. Don't be like, oh, my chef will do everything. Jump in the kitchen and learn as much as you can, because employees, they don't stay forever. If you want to keep your menu alive and continue evolving in your kitchen, it's a good idea to know how to do everything. But knowing how to do everything like I do, because I've been doing this for 32 years, comes with consequences. Consequences is that you can do everything, therefore you do everything. It's it's a catch-22 here. Yeah, a little bit in a rush this morning. Yeah, so basically, I was asking, right, are you really tired or do you feel tired? So work a lot of hours like this, you know, I'm pretty tired. You know, the thing I miss the most maybe is taking a day off. I think I took a day off last week for the first time in a few months. Which brings me to, if you're gonna open a restaurant, right, make sure that your restaurant is comfortable, not only for your guests, but also for yourself, because you're going to be spending a lot of time here. So for example, you know, I think if you go see the video of a tour of my restaurant, you're going to see that my office is in the middle of the restaurant where I can see customer, interact with customers. In my stock room, on top I have got shelves, like it's like a U shape like this, right? A U shape like this, and on top of my shelf there I actually installed a bed where in the afternoon, if I'm a little bit too tired, I can take a break in the room there. I actually got a very good mattress. I didn't spare the expense on that. And sometimes just having the bed there, even though you're not using it, right? Sometimes I won't go in it for weeks, but just knowing it's there makes you feel like, all right, well, if I need to, if I'm too tired, I know I can take a break. I know I'm gonna be comfortable. I know I'm not trapped here, right? And for example, my restaurant is open all day. We open at 9 a.m. and we close at 9:30 p.m. So in the afternoon, we don't take a break. And there's some downtime in the afternoon. When your prep is done, everything is done, right? You're allowed to, well, actually, you should give yourself permission to take a break. You are the owner of your own establishment. And just knowing that it's there, right, will give you a break. Also in my computer game, my computer set, right, even though I'm what, 48 years old? Oops, mashed potato there. 48 years old, but I still play video games. So on my computers, right, I've got video games and shit. I don't use the cell phone. I think the cell phone just makes you more tired. It's not something that I really enjoy. I'll be back just moving stuff. Yeah, so basically make yourself comfortable because you're in for long hours, right? And the same thing with food, like eating, right? Like when you're a chef or when you're the owner of a restaurant, right? Eating becomes a little bit more complicated because you see so much food, you're not very hungry, then you don't eat enough. And then because you don't eat enough, your energy levels are very low. And because your energy levels are very low, you get tired very fast. And it's not a good thing to be happening to you. So you got to prepare yourself to eat something. I order from outside, from other restaurants that I know around here. I use these things like Food Panda or Uber Eats, and I get some hot pots or, you know, stuff I could all do in my restaurant, but why not buy food from outside for your staff as well, right? They're the same as you. They're sick and tired of seeing the same food every day. So you buy something from outside, you know, they feel like it's a little bit more special and yeah, so small tricks like this. Also another trick is because your time is limited, right? Exercise might be limited in your day. What you can do is in the afternoon, sometimes I'll go, we have a small mountain around here, like a 6K, right? So I'll go for a run. I do have a shower here, so I'll go for a run and or just a long walk, right? Like I take an hour off, 6K, 1 hour. So yeah, that's about right. So you can do something like that to break the monotony, because long hours, again, you know, they take a toll. And like I said, being tired is mostly like a state of mind. If you're bored, right? Let's say you're in the afternoon, you're not very busy, you got staff here, and they can take care of whatever customers you have, right? You don't have so many customers, so therefore you can take a break, right? Get out for an hour, go I have a very good coffee machine here. I've got very good coffee beans, but sometimes I just go out, have a coffee outside, right? See the world from different lenses, because always seeing the same thing gets a little bit boring too. So yeah, some little tricks like this to keep you alive during the day. And whoops. And yeah, so just if you, like I said, if you're planning on opening your own restaurant, just get ready, or opening any business for, just get ready to do long hours. And actually you should enjoy doing long hours. For me, I enjoy being in my place, right? I'm here long hours, but you know, I got my setups here, I got my food here, I got my computers are here, I do video editing here. I enjoy being here. If I'm not here for a day or two, right, I kind of miss it. So you need to organize yourself to make sure that you enjoy going to work every day. This morning I woke up at 5:30, and I was happy to wake up at 5:30. I think I only slept 6 hours, but I was ready to come here, and it's like, all right, I'm gonna make bread, I gotta do mashed potatoes, I got my plan in my head, and yeah, it was pretty, I was ready to go. And it's New Year's Eve, so Happy New Year, everyone. And I think it's gonna be a long day today. Yesterday was so busy and understaffed, so basically I cooked everything for 150 people last night. Kudos to me. So anyway, that's that for today, and see you in the next episode of this podcast. Happy New Year.